Hi everybody. We're in my house because it's winter time and it's getting too cold in the garage. So this video, I figured I would do a little how-to, my how-to, on building a crate. Now I just picked up a 3 bells milk crate, which is not a standard milk crate. It is obviously bigger than a standard milk crate. So this is how I'm going to set this up for my Revo. It's going to be purpose built for the Revo and the Revo only.
Guaranteed to get what you need, and that's what you want. What you want. Sometimes I am like a wave on the sea. That's when I feel like I'm totally free.
Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to tell you what you need to make my creation. Now obviously you need a full size, whatever this measures out to be. I didn't really measure yet. So you also need 2 other crates, 2 other standard milk crates. Whether you acquire them or purchase them, we're going to be cutting them up. So keep that in mind. Need lengths of PVC. This is 1 3/4. Standard, schedule 40. I went to Lowe's and they actually sell them in 2-foot lengths. So these are 2-foot lengths. These are going to be the rod holders. We're going to have one. We're going to have 2 on the ends. And we're going to have 2 kind of down here. So all the handles will be away from each other and will not be able to be tangled and whatnot. Like I said, these are 24 inches. I might cut them down later. I'll have to try it out, see if I like that length, but normally I do 20 inches. So I may cut them down afterwards, but for this, I'm just going to leave them that length. Once I try it out, I'll actually notch the tips for the rods. Might try to flare. I don't know. We'll see. And then I'll paint them, paint them black. But for this purpose, I'm just going to leave them this length and leave them unpainted and all that. So you're also going to need zip ties. You're going to need some longer ones to go around the crate to hold the rod holders on, and you're going to need shorter ones for the lid, which is why we need the other crates to make lids. We'll get into that. Obviously, a drill and drill bits. Obviously, I need a battery, but that's being charged. So that's all you need. There's a bunch of different ways you can do it, and whatever. So this is just the way I do it. It's kind of quick and simple. So yeah, let's get into the building. All right, welcome to the the dungeon of Dipville, the very seldom seen basement here at my house. So I'm going to. All right. Now you're wondering why I need 2 crates. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to make a cover, and because this is a bigger than a standard crate, we're going to need a space filler, which another crate is going to take care of that. So we are basically going to cut off just the bottoms of these crates. One thing I am going to show you before I do that is how to make a 2-level crate. Gives you a pocket inside the cover. So we're going to get into that in a minute. So let's start by cutting one bottom of the crate completely off.
I was talking to an old friend, and he told me about what he'd learned said he'd do something for somebody and ask for nothing in return, but pay it forward, keep it rolling on, mom to daughter, father to son.
So now we have a complete bottom of a milk crate. And when you have a standard milk crate, it fits beautifully on top of it, which makes a nice cover. See that? So that's that. Now, to show you a two-level milk crate, what you're going to do, you're going to put this aside. You're going to take another milk crate like this, and instead of cutting the bottom, you cut right here. So you cut this off, and you only cut that.
He said, when you love all around you as yourself, you'll get it back in return. He'd give them food when folks were hungry and give them drink when they were dry. Said he'd welcome a lonely stranger, give him shelter from falling sky.
So now you have kind of a mini tray. So then you take your top. Now your mini tray has a cover. Now you stack it on that. Now your milk crate has two levels. So you can put small tools in here, and big trays in there. Add some zip ties for a hinge. And there you go. You're welcome. Alright, so I am not going to use the two-tier crate. It's just not something I need to do. So I just kind of did that for your purpose to, since I was cutting up two crates. Anyway, I figured I would do it so you guys can see how that's done, and maybe that's a good option for you. But I'm actually going to cut the bottom off this only, because I need just the bottom. So I'm going to do that and get going. Okay. So now I have my two bottoms, my two crate bottoms, all cut and ready. Now we're going to go back upstairs into the kitchen and take a measurement, and we'll have to come back down and cut some more. So there's our crate, and that's going to be like a cover, but as you can see, we have this space. So we're going to take a second one, and we're actually going to cut and hope we can make this all work. So I need to cut right here. So we're going to have just this right there. So I'm going to go down, I'm going to cut that, and then when I come back up, I'll turn the camera on. So here's my filler piece, and that is going to get zip tied on the crate like that. We're going to zip tie this a different way. This will be hard zip tied on all three sides, so that's not going to move. And this right here will be hinged. Reason I'm doing this, I do a lot of solo trips, so there's no one to help me with my wheels. So I tip the kayak. This, I can leave everything in my crate without anything coming off. Without having to take the crate off, I can just tip it, throw the wheels on, and go. That's why I'm putting a cover on my crate. So I think that's going to work out nice. Now we just have to zip tie, which is pretty straightforward. You just find some good places to zip tie, drill a few holes to add the zip ties, and you're good to go. Since this is going in my Revo, when I'm in my Revo, I swing my legs to the left. So I want this to open this way, so I can get in nicely. And I always use my rod extenders, which always hold that open. So I don't have to worry about a strap, so it doesn't go all the way. That works out nice. So we're just going to add some zip ties to this to make the lid. And yeah, that's it.
Because we all need a little kindness, everybody, weak or strong. Say it don't matter if no one knows what you did to help your fellow man. You got to let go and spread some loving. Don't worry, what you can, yeah. When you love all around you as yourself.
Okay. So now, if you did the 2-tier, you would just zip tie that to one side and zip tie the top to the top of that in this fashion. So you could open the whole thing to get inside, or just open the top to get inside of that. And you would just have to come up with a some sort of, latch mechanism or something. So again, you just trim those, and those actually could be a little looser, but it'll work. So yeah, there's that. Okay, so I got the top on and hinged. I got the back part nice and solid. So now it's time for rod holders, and that's as simple as it is. Most of you have probably done this millions of times. We're just going to zip tie these PVC tubes to the crate. I'm going to do it in this fashion. Kind of like this. So it's away from, all handles are away. Now, like I said before, I will notch these afterwards for the reel so they lock in, so they're not spinning. But for now, I'm just going to do it like this, because I got to see if I like this height, which will be a couple months before I can try. But this is this should work. I think this should work pretty good. After we'll do this, we'll go out and put it on the Revo and see if it all lines up. All right, I'm out in the garage here. I can tell already that I need to cut the tubes. They're too long. I can tell already. So I will have to do that before this project is finalized. I have time. It's winter. But there it is, in a nutshell, on the Revo. The way I'm going to do it is have the rods, the reels stick out in the back. So and these will be out more to corner or something, so all the real handles will not entangle with each other, which is my biggest pet peeve of milk crates. But now, like when I showed you the two-tier top, you could use it. You could make one on this type of crate, even though it's longer. You could have the double top, and it would work pretty good, actually. I just didn't feel the need for it, but I wanted to make sure I showed you all on how to do it. So I hope you got something out of this. These kind of things are kind of fun to do. This is my first real attempt at a video like this, so I hope I didn't botch it up too badly. But yeah, I'm kind of digging it. I still have to put a latch, but I'm kind of digging it. Anyway, thanks for hanging. Hope you enjoyed this little project. As I think of things to do over the winter, I might do a couple more of these. Who knows? But yeah. Like and subscribe. Ring the notification bell for notifications when I do a video. And yeah, until next time, I'll see you out there.